With what? With favor without compassing, as with a shield. Another translation says, you will surround him with favor as with a shield. How many of you know shield is for protection? Are you aware? Take the shield of faith, with which you quench every fiery dart of the enemy. This place is saying, your shield is favor. Father, magnify your word in our hearts, that we may understand exactly what you meant in this place and use it as a weapon in order for us to fight well. Thank you, Father. In Jesus' matchless name we pray. All right, you may be seated. I want to speak just for a few minutes on favor. When I speak, then we begin to pray. The prayer, I know we prayed about favor within the week, but we're going to pray for increase of favor. One of the things that increases in the life of a man is favor. And when you miss favor, you meet hard law. You meet struggle. To miss favor is to meet disfavor. To miss favor is for you to meet unnecessary struggle. Struggle that makes no meaning. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Life is not meant for you to fight all the days of your life. There's always a day you will fight. At least you can rest. I preached a message within the week. They asked me to talk about the proof that a man is faithful. The proof of God's favor. And after I preach it, I feel we should talk about it here and pray about it. Favor. Help me look at your neighbor and say favor. Permit me to begin by saying favor is not fair. While I told them favor is not fair, they tried to interpret it in Igbo. Guess what they say? They say favor. And I like that. Favor. The man was struggling to patch the word to suit what he has in mind. I kept saying favor is not fair. Say favor I said, say what I said. I know what I'm saying. Favor is never fair. Favor does not treat people fairly. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Favor can take a man that does not qualify and put him ahead of the man that qualifies. Favor can make a man that was reading so hard in school and took all the good grades. Then after he graduated with first class, and favor will locate one illiterate, he goes to work for the man. Yes, sir. Favor makes illiterates to rule over literate. Favor makes a professor carry bag for an illiterate. Favor. Favor does not ask you for your certificate. Favor can make a musician that does not have good voice be celebrated by those who have good voice. Favor. And sometimes one encounter with favor can redefine your life forever. Favor is divine partiality on humanity. Esau I hate, Jacob I love. Esau a thief, a righteous man. Jacob a thief, but Esau I hate. Jacob I love. Paul was trying to do explanation of this scripture, of this event in Romans. Pastor Paul now said, will you now say that God is partial? Because the only way to start to explain it is that, are you not saying God is partial? Because it looked like God is partial. Because by the time God was saying, Esau I love, I hate, Jacob I love, they were still in the womb. By foreknowledge, knowing who and how he will behave, he also have ability to change the way he will behave. Lift your right hand. Say, Father, favor me. When you understand this thing, this one thing, if you get it, it will answer the rest of your prayer life. A man was being taken to go and see. He said, there's a girl I want to go and see to marry, because the sister was taking him to the place. And on the road going there, he saw another lady and stopped. I was looking at the lady. The sister said, we have not reached where we're going. He said, me, I have reached. Now look at me carefully. A man said, I've reached where I'm going. On the road. That's how he started negotiating with that one. The lady, they have informed her that they are bringing a man. The girl was just busy packaging herself, rearranging herself. Someone that did not arrange, who was not even aware that somebody was coming for her, grab favor. Favor. I told you the other day, the best preachers are not the known preachers. They are not the celebrated ones. They celebrate those ones who don't even have, who don't know homiletics and homiletics. But you have gone to school to study homiletics, homiletics. That when they are preaching, you begin to check if they are doctrinally sound. You begin to check the pre-tests, the post-tests, the contests, and all the tests. And yet you are nowhere to be found. Of course, you know me, I love to study, but I pray so much. One day, somebody was praying with Baba Deboye. Baba Deboye said, Lord, show me mercy, show me favor, show me, have mercy on me, show me favor. They have prayed for hours, and he was praying that prayer point regularly, constantly. The man stopped and asked him, please, the Bible said, bear one another's burden. Confess your sins to one another. Tell me your sin. Let me help you to pray about it. Baba Deboye said, I'm not perfect. I can't say I'm perfect, but today, there's no known sin I know that I'm confessing. I can't say I'm perfect, but there's no sin that I said I'm confessing. So he asked him, then what are you doing? He said, we have millions of preachers in the world. Only mercy and favor will differentiate me. Do you know the number of preachers we have in the world? If you do that preaching by shouting or by too much of revelation, you won't count Baba Deboye. With due respect to him, he's a father. Will you count him? Because even sometimes when he's preaching, if you are not careful, you see. Oh, thank you, Lord. Baba has just said. I listened to his message in London on KICC TV. He preached on the master key. You need to listen to that message. But anything he says, everybody will swallow it. Amen. Before he finished saying, it was like God visited. You'll be wondering what is different between him and others. It's not only him that prays, he prays a lot, but not only him that prays the way he prays. said the battle is not to the swift, it's not to the strong, it's not to the wise, it's not to those who know the technical know-how. So me as a pastor, I need favor. You as a businessman, you need favor. You as, you see, when favor pastor meets a teller, he becomes a fashion designer. When favor meets a doctor, he becomes the doctor. When favor meets a preacher in a city, it's as if only him is staying in that city. As I stretch my hands towards you, before we share grace, the favor that will lift your head, let it rest on you in the name of Jesus. Favor brings one out of many among spinsters and make her to marry a man that will look like mumu in her hands. Favor. Favor will make you enter motor that will have accident. They will abuse you there. Then you come down. They move and go and die. And the child Jesus grew in stature, in wisdom. But it didn't end there. Wisdom is the principal thing. We thought that get wisdom. But he said he grew in it. But also he grew in favor with God and with man. Today, you will find favor both with God and man. If you have favor with God and man, that is the end of poverty. That is the end of lack. Your case will be different. When you enter, that which refused to walk, start walking. I declare over you, may unusual favor locate you. A man without favor, even if he lives in the same house with governor will give him no one there. Favor makes people to give to you without thinking. Favor makes people, they become mumu before you. Their brain is suspended. I entered a preacher's office in Lagos many years back. I went with one young boy who was doing PA for me that time. As soon as I entered, my mind started telling me, what will you give him? What will you give him? I was like, what is happening? What will you give him? I was just, the thing was doing me, give. The thing was doing me like that. I didn't understand myself. And I just gave that preacher 500,000 that time. That was in 2009. Only for me to go and see me in Lagos. He was doing me, give. I said, give. I called the guy. I said, buy me one brick of recharge card. They've got me one brick of recharge card. I said, this is too small. I said, this is too small to give to you. I said, get me my check. If you got me my check. I wrote money. By the time I wrote, added it to the brick of recharge card, gave him. The moment I gave him and left the presence, my eye clear. It's like they do me juju. I said, they charm me. I was asking myself, what was telling me that time? Give. When I was in that environment. The money they used to buy Oral Robert land for university. One man that brought the money, as they said, was an unbeliever. I don't want to tell you what the man did to get the money. Unbeliever. He said, when he brought the money, as he gave to it, when he was giving, he said, Oral Robert, I hate you. I don't like your face. I don't like the gospel you preach. Take this money so I can rest. Since I made this money, sometimes I've been telling me, give it to him. Take it and get away from this place. The man took it and get away. If it's you, won't you get away? Ask your neighbor, you know what come out? Touch your face, say favor. Touch it like you mean it, say favor. Pastor, for me to conclude, how can you imagine a man, you are the landlord, and your tenant came and told you he's traveling to America. That you want to leave, you want to leave, you want to leave. Then you have agreed with him that he's leaving. You begged him, he said no, he's going. Then later he now come and told you, say, please, borrow me all your money. Then you ask him, when are you returning? He said, I'm not returning. I'm going. Are you coming back? Are you not the one saying you are coming? Say, no question, they couldn't ask. They carried all their gold and silver. Egyptians carried and gave to Jews. Borrowed them. The man that is telling you he's not returning. And you gave him all those things. The Bible said in one night, the wealth of Egyptians moved to Israel. One night. And we try to find out what could have made Egyptians to behave like mumu. Then we saw it boldly written. God said, and I will give you favor before the Egyptians. So favor makes people no reason they give. Pastor, when people resist you repeatedly, is a proof that the man does not have faith. I don't care who talk to them. I don't care the social media where they read. There's something we carry like this. Irresistible. Unquenchable. I give you one more scripture. Then we start praying. I didn't come to preach. I came to lead prayer points. If there's anything we need the baptism of, it's favor. Pastor, for Jacob, God called that favor power. He said, you now have power with God and man. You know what that power does? When the thing came upon him, he met Esau who wanted to kill him. Esau had done military training, hired people to come and kill Jacob. But when he finally met him, as they were carrying their weapon, the moment God said, you now have power with God and man. You now have favor with God and man. The moment Esau saw him, the Bible said the men who were with Esau, they were surprised. Esau, who was planning to kill him, fell on his neck and started crying and said, I have missed you. Where have you been? The man you have vowed to kill for years, the man you have trained for years to kill, you saw him and started missing him. Some of the marital wahala we're having here and there, in my own lack of favor. Sitting again, you took him favor before my husband. How come? Your husband is giving to everybody but you. Even if you like, lie down on the floor. Let him be matching you. Do you know one of the things God uses to make marriage sweet is favor? That's why he said, he that findeth a wife, findeth a good thing, and obtaineth what? The blessings of God in a marriage is what? You married a man, the man that used to be up started going down. Go ask God questions. Tell him, Lord, why is it happening like this? Where is the favor I carry? You married a man in a flat, he moved to 2 rooms. From 2 rooms, he's in 1 room. For 1 room, he's planning to go to village. And you keep quiet. And you keep quiet. Since you enter a relationship with him, and you are planning marriage, all his doors are locked. He's not borrowing money to see if you can wed by force. He bought a plot of land before he married you, planning to build. since he married you, he has sold the land. His life is becoming miserable. Do you know the blessings of God for marriage is favor? Because that's what makes them better. That's why I say 2 is better than 1. Because I put my favor on them. One of the things a lady should be praying for is when you lay hand on your body, you tell God, anybody that come in contact with me in the name of marriage, you will turn his life around. Start praying now. A man finished giving another man. Then he asked me, say, excuse me, may I know you well? It makes people not to reason. Man, there are men of God close to people who are blessing others but them. I was ministering in Onisha. I looked at a man, my host pastor, and I told him, I said, sir, there's a man God wants to use to bless you, but something is diverting the man's attention. I placed him on prayer, my host. I said, I want to divert this thing. He entered into fasting. First day, he fasted. The following day, his member came to him and said, God told him to give him a car. But he said he wanted to carry the car to Papa Mobile. And the motor you want to carry to Papa Mobile, rule standard the man number. Oh no, rule standard there. It's in here. It's on it. We are going to put the man a chocolate dog and dash. Papa Ma said, a man told him, I want to buy you a car. I want to buy you a car. He told the man, I'm tired of cars. There are too many in my house. Don't buy. The man said, I must buy it. Don't buy. I must buy it. The last one I bought for you increased my bank account. Whether you like it or not, you must take it. See quarrel. Touch your face, say favor. He said God told him to build a university. And don't raise money, don't collect from anybody. He asked God how. God said he will give him favor. He told the wife said, now I know and it's confirmed that I married a madman. Before you die, you have to write your will. Because only the thought of it will kill you. Didn't marry a normal man. Just one contact was the answer. One. Favor. When it's too much. You have everything. The only thing you don't have is favor. Your nose is a pointed one. You are tall or short. You can catwalk. Your grammar here, eh? No be here. Your intonation. Wow. The only thing you are lacking, favor. That's why with all these qualities, they know they ask you, are you for hire or for lease? Because they know they marry because of fine face these days. Do you know how many men we have on earth? Do you know how many women we have on earth? For every man, there are 7 women. I'm not joking. Go and read your Bible. And go and check statistics. They give birth more girls than boys. So check the statistics. We have more female than male. So there are some people before gays who somebody can worry. The man married before must die. God forbid, it's not you. And you leave what you should be chasing, and you are catwalking. Pastor, make a conclusion. We start praying. I'm giving you how it will work for you. You lay hand on your face and say, God, that thing you used to press on somebody, press. This say, don't go anywhere. Don't chase any business. Say, God, press that. Just basa to me. To start to saga biko. Start to me. Esther. Enter the man's house. The man didn't ask him, where are you from? Who be your papa? He married him for years. What happened now? Why go marry a man? He don't know him papa. He don't know him mama. He don't know the village where he come from. What will confuse you, king? When they remove varsity, they order for pageantry. And you know the way they do it? Miss Abia. Miss Calabar. Miss Obo. Miss Ida. Now so did they call all of them. But there's one, what she wore has no inscription. Because she had no father. She had no mother. The only uncle she had was a poor one, the gate man. And the uncle warned her, where we come from, we are not valued there. Don't ever mention where you come from. In other words, we have no name. In other words, we have no identity. We have no long leg. We have no connection. Ladies and gentlemen, all past, the king was not attracted. There come this one remaining no name. They said, Miss no name, come. Miss nobody, come. Pastor, they went through the same purification. They were taught the same way, the same makeup, the same step. They ate the same thing. They were prepared for months for that pageantry. All the same, but something different. She didn't even know how to walk well. She was walking like a soldier. While she was coming, something happened in the atmosphere. The moment she stood, this afternoon, if your amen is louder than your neighbor, your own will be greater than your neighbor. Miss nobody, miss no connection. Miss Ugly, not Miss Beauty. When she stood up, heaven pressed the thing. Shh. It's called favor. That which makes the brain of men to be relegated to the background. That which suspend the reasoning of men. They honor you before they remember where you are coming from. Miss No Name was coming. Ladies and gentlemen, the whole attention by the spray of heaven came on her. Likuta Barusia, Zezu Karikato, Ilatu Bariada, Jaja Kuta ida ikaboro isuziala ila tukabaho wozugini marusia ila tubaria kudi bakudi kahode jaziakoto isusia ila boro. May heaven spread that on you. Pastor P, the neck of the king was turning. She became a remote control, controlling the neck. The panel of judges said, with no doubt, no shadow of doubt, the king has found himself a wife. Nobody asked her, where are you coming from? Her background was not. They took her inside. So it was that day she said, you have signed to kill my people. The king now said, no, I signed to kill the Jews, not you and your people. He said, where do you think I come from? I'm a Jew. The king said, excuse me, are you one of the Jews? He said, yes. Where is your father? My father is late. I have only uncle, your gate man. How did I marry the daughter of my gate man? Was it in the dream or in the physical? But that's not the problem. The problem is the one that said I should kill him. He must go down. Go and read commentary. Go and read commentary. David was a son of a harlot. A prostitute gave birth to David. The mother was not married legitimately. That was why he said, in sin did my mother conceive me. Pastor, those who were qualified were there. Favor is not fair. The prophet came and said, the Lord said I should anoint one person. Sanctify you guys and anoint one person. As the prophet arrived with oil, he saw Eliab. The prophet moved to anoint Eliab. The oil refused to flow. The oil said, I'm looking for the one called oil of favor to attract the oil of kingship. The oil of rulership goes where the oil of favor goes. There's no connection. The only thing this one has is the meaning of his name. Eliab, God's father, means long leg. The one with connection. God said this thing, connection. There's a limitation to connection. The second son came. Abinadab. Abinadab means royalty. Those who came from good family. Born with golden spoon and silver spoon. God said, get behind me. Or he refused to follow. They have qualification, but they don't have the favor. I will tell you how. I will prove to you. From the scripture that God, it was the oil of favor that attracted the oil of rulership. Ladies and gentlemen, watch this. The third son came, Shammah. This is back. The oil refused to flow. By strength shall no man prevail. It's not of him that run it. It's not of him that will it. But it's of him that showeth what? Yes. Unmerited. What is mercy now? What is mercy? Unmerited favor. David said, the Lord is my shepherd in the wilderness. Then he said, I shall not want. He said, goodness and mercy shall follow me. So favor was already following him. No wonder he said, I have found David with my oil. So when they brought the oil in his house, the oil was already looking for David. He said, I found it with my holy oil. The enemy shall not exert upon him. They say 7 should come and line up. 7, number of perfection. Perfect academically. They can speak well. They articulate well. They know technical know-how. They passed and they could not attract the oil with favor. The prophet asked a question that changed everything. Is there no one remaining? Can God lie to me? He said the reason why we brought all the sons, because God said bring all your sons, is because there's one we believe he's not a son. Samuel said, what's his name? They said David. He said, as you mentioned his name, the oil started boiling. The oil want to flow. He said, where is him? They say he's in the bush. He's a bush boy. He doesn't stay here. The man said, please stand. Stand. The way the thing is doing my body, everybody should stand. Nobody should sit until he arrives. Favor makes them to wait for you. Favor remember about what the kiss about it. They called meeting without your knowledge. They will do it again. Favor remember about Angeli, a crook angel now. While they were waiting for David, if you are one of those that were rejected and you were sent to go and call David, how would you call him? Did they call you? You don't even want him to hear well. See, this 2020, they may not like your face, but they will not deny the result. Because favor will give you the result. I can't hear your amen, I can't feel it. If I hear your amen better than your neighbor, be more favored than your neighbor. The man took off with a song. Obara Chineke ibonyezi omume. Dr. Jesus. Dr. Jesus. Dr. Jesus. Okwagi gworo mori agi kamekele. Dr. Jesus. Listen. The moment he appeared before Samuel, there's a protocol to the anointing. The specific protocol is they must be sanctified. And in those days, they use their hyssop. They use all manner of sanctification material. The moment David came, Samuel forgot his sanctification material, forgot the protocols. The oil started flowing. The favor landing on your head today, 2020, protocol shall be suspended for your sake. Pastor, the proof of favor is protocols are broken. Due process are not followed. If you follow all the protocols, you may die before your time. The proof I am favored is that not everything I use, I buy. As I'm speaking now, if everything you use is what you buy, you are lacking favor. If everything is about your salary, you are lacking favor. Because once it's like that, it's difficult for you to even give to God. When they talk about first fruits, you are lying with it. You remember your mentor. The moment, because all your concentration is that one. So even when they tell you there's a higher way, you know, people like us now, I started paying my first fruit in the sciences this week. As I travel, I come back, I come and drop. As I travel, I come back, come and drop. What I came with is the remaining for this week. The remaining. We have come to that level where we know it's not our work. Not be our work. Not be that. Because until you embrace favor, all your destiny will be inside salary. Any month they don't pay salary, you are dead. When they say you look like, let me borrow Dr. Talina's word. Is it Mumu Tetele or Tete Mululu? I don't know. Lulu Mutete. Just be coming like this. When I said they never pay salary, this government shall never be well with them. Ask those who know me well. Anytime I stay in my house, I didn't go anywhere. Now that time I didn't make more money. Am I correct? That's when more money comes to me. Tap your face, say faithful. Pastor, if you see how he will change his offering to 2029 with gray, because he has tied all his energy. Lack of it make you like monkey they walk, bamboo they chew. Did Jesus operate in favor? Can't you see the way he operated? Get me that brand new car. And ask that no man has sat on. He didn't pay. If you pay for everything you use, something is wrong. Go to me anyway. You didn't pay. He said, what if they ask for money? He said, tell them the master is in need of it. From the day he was born, first visitation, frankincense, gold, and myrrh. He was a day old. He changed the poverty in the family. And the child Jesus grew in stature, in wisdom, and in favor with God and man. So if Jesus needed favor, Jesus, complete man, complete God, needed favor. And you say what you need is salary. You go smell. You say what you need is business strategy. I believe in all those. I believe in strategy. I believe in idea. But I also believe the favor of God. It's how we give them favor. Overnight, the wealth this side moved to this side. Favor. Put your hand on your face. Say after me, my Father, my Maker. I've used salary for years.
I've used salary for years.
I've used my strategy for years.
I've used my strategy for years.
I will continue to use it too.
I will continue to use it.
But my Father,
spread
this favor on me.
Spread this favor.
Increase my favor level.
Increase my favor level.
Favor before you.
Favor before you.
Favor before man.
Favor before man.
Turn it into prayer.
Spray your favor on me. Imande bataka pe kapa. Patapara kwata kapera. Likapata kukubakatabiata. Repepepe asa. Etoa tampolata. Etaprete kapata. Epatonsia parata. Etia tia Deja, Intofeteziga Lata, Ayatakadimado, and Lebrocade,
in Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. 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 Father,
I will give you this story, then I give you the final prayer point. But listen, before I give you this prayer point and this story, anybody you know here that can pray, hold the person. If the person close to you can't pray, leave him, go to another place. If the person close to you know is it Lulu Metete in the spirit, leave him. Listen, child of God. 2 persons went somewhere to look for job, and they were working. The other one worked, so it's a higher company. So they were to pay higher than where they were coming from. All of them went for exam, the same level, and they're looking for 1 person. They continued to call to including interview. It remained 1 person. It remained 2 persons. And when it remained 2 persons, the other one said, well, I'm going to get it because I'm a child of God. The other one is a non-believer. So I'm going to pray all through the night and use prayer. Before they come to pick us in the morning for the final exam, between me and him, God will give me favor. He continued to pray. God, that one is a non-believer. Help me to make this. I am a child of God, anointed, called out of darkness. He was quoting all those scriptures. Then he started speaking in tongues. Zaraba Shagada, Zaraba Shagada. Then he suddenly, because there are rooms where it was a wall separating the room of this one and the other room. He started hearing, he was speaking in tongues in small letters. He started hearing somebody firing in tongues in capital letter. Jakoto, Jagata, Baraka. He kept quiet and discovered he was the other guy he was calling an unbeliever that was releasing that mixer. He said he got discouraged. So he now started telling God, show me mercy, give me favor. So all that was coming out of his mouth, show me mercy, give me favor. Show me mercy, give me favor. Show me mercy. He couldn't speak again. As he was shouting, the Lord said to him, I will show you mercy and give you favor. But you must obey my voice. No matter how foolish it looks. That will be the voice of favor. When it was time for them to come and carry them, he was going out of his room to go and enter the motor they used to carry them to the place. He heard a voice in his spirit, go and take your driver's license inside your bag. What has to do with driver's license and interview? He said, the voice, I'm showing you mercy now, favor, go and take it. So he went and took it and put it in the inner pocket of his jacket. He just put it there and went. So they wrote the exam the same. Nobody did better than each other. They did oral interview, they got all. They brought 2 of them together. See your result. Your oral interview. Everything is the same. This position is only for 1 person. But we have decided to look for a way to find it. The only way we can find it, because the position attracts a car, but no driver. You will drive yourself. So we want somebody that have been driving for at least 10 years. This one said, I've been driving for 12 years. This one said, I've been driving for 15 years. They looked at each other. They now discovered they qualify. They said, okay, where is your driver's license? The other one said, I didn't come with it. Then he himself, he didn't wait for them to ask. He said, I came with it. It's in my suit. They said, since you have your driver's license, you have the job. Say mercy and favor.
Mercy and favor.
Say favor.
Favor.
Look at your neighbor. Say, I hope you can pray.
I hope you can pray.
Now hold the hand of your neighbor. Say, my Father, my maker.
My Father, my maker.
This person I'm holding.
This person I'm holding.
Give her favor.
Give him favor.
Give him favor.
Give him favor.
Open your mouth and Jesus.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Leave the person you are holding. Hey, get ready to pray for yourself. Get ready to pray for yourself. Say, my Father, my Maker.
My Father, my Maker.
According to your word.
According to your word.
In Psalm chapter 5.
In Psalm chapter 5.
Verse 12.
Verse 12.
You will give the righteous favor.
You will give the righteous favor.
You will surround the righteous with favor.
You will surround the righteous with favor. Like a shield.
I declare. Surround me.
Surround me.
With favor.
With favor.
Like a shield.
Like a shield.
Clap your hands and pray. Jesus.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Put your hand towards the altar. And listen, this is my ministration. So get ready to shout amen, because as you agree now, so it shall be. I declare over you.
I receive.
I declare over this house.
I receive.
Favor.
Amen.
Unusual favor with God and man.
Amen.
Anywhere we go from today, favor.
Amen.
Whatever you lay your hand to do, favor.
Amen.
In your business, favor.
Amen.
In your finances, favor.
Amen.
In your destiny, favor.
Amen.
What looked impossible in the sight of others, it shall be made possible in your own sight.
Amen.
From today, favor has become your key.
Amen.
From today, favor will distinguish you among others.
Amen.
From today, may God separate you with favor.
Amen.
You shall have favor like decoration.
Amen.
You shall have it like a shield.
Amen.
In the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen. 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 Fire.
Put your hand on your face and begin to speak in tongues.
Kapato fekela kafentekepika Peruski bra pato Shamilo patika Venuski frente katongra hati Roseketeledi La tua Sodebeketea Braketo ratonske takata Rutididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididid Bate, 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 bate. Rakata bakateka bakateka bakateka. Rakota gada. Jita da da rata da 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 kat. Yakata gada gada gada. Hey, yakota katoka katoka. Kakakakakakakakaka. Siaka. Rikato, 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 rikato. Banto benta baka bela kuntaka. Kati, 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 kata.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Sit down. Turn to your neighbor and say, it's done. You will see what will begin to happen beginning from today. The way people used to respond to you, they will respond to you no more like that.
Amen.
It will start changing. The things that used to be difficult and hard, you will begin to find them easy.
Amen.
Young lady, God is settling you in marriage by favor.
Amen.
Everybody have concluded that you are not a good person. In ways you are, but they will wear a shebi for you.
Amen.
Look at your neighbor and say, favor is not fair. Favor adịghị mma.